Hi, this is Tom Stone, and today we're doing a demo session with a volunteer in Slovenia. And Slovenia is a small country in Europe that's next to Italy and Austria. And I have a superb student there who is very much enjoying doing the freedom practice and working with inner greatness, optimizing the pure witness techniques and having fantastic results herself and also with her clients. And so this is a friend of hers who speaks only Slovenian, not so much English. And the person who's going to do the translation, my excellent student, is named Petra. And so you'll hear Petra in the background. And our volunteer will be explaining what she needs in Slovenian. Petra will translate, then I'll give some instruction. Petra will translate from English back into Slovenian. So it's going to be an interesting session to do with translation like this. I'm quite used to doing this kind of thing because I do lots of sessions here in China where I am with translation. So I'm kind of used to it. So I know how to pace it and so on. So we'll see how it goes. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And so let's start again over. Please pardon me for we're starting over. But let's ask again to explain what it is that she'd like to accomplish in the session.
Ja, od začetka.
Ja. V bistvu sem se pač ločila od mojega moža in imela pač razmerje z drugim partnerjem in potem je pač ta partner tudi po določenem času pač začel z mano psihično me pač grdo ravnati z mano.
Sem prevedla. She was married and then she divorced her husband and she started a new relationship with a man who then after a few months, years, started to sort of physically abuse her. He was criticizing her and saying a lot of bad things about her.
Ja, pač jaz sem ga imela rada in sem mislila, da bo pač bila skupaj, ampak on pol pač ni bil za to.
She loved him and she thought that they're going to be together, but then he didn't want that, so they broke up.
Yeah.
In zdaj se pač počutim zelo tako prevarano in tudi pač žal mi je, ker sem pač z njim sploh šla v to razmerje in otroci so ostali v bistvu pri možu in sem sama.
She feels betrayed. She regrets going into this relationship. Her children actually stayed with her husband, so she's alone now.
And how long ago was this breakup?
Kdaj sta nehala?
Zdaj par mesecev, koliko je? Tako prav, 4-5.
Approximately 4 or 5 months ago.
So pretty recent. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty recent, yeah, okay. And is she feeling not only betrayed, but kind of heartbroken that it didn't work out the way she wanted?
A si v bistvu razočarana na nek način, tudi da se ni tako išlo, kot bi si želela?
Ja, prizadeta.
She feels hurt in a way.
Sure, I can understand that.
Yeah, betrayed.
Betrayed, hurt, abandoned, heartbroken.
Ja, zapuščena, osamljena.
Yeah, abandoned, lonely, sad.
Yeah, all of the above, huh? Okay. And so after 2 failed relationships, the marriage and then this other one, this can be very discouraging also about relationships in general.
V bistvu po 2 propadlih zvezah, najprej zakon in zdaj to je verjetno to tudi na nek način ni ravno najbolj opogumljajoče, ko razmišljaš o novih zvezah.
Yeah, and when you're hurting like this, just the thought of even considering the possibility of getting into another relationship, you can't even really go there.
Težko si v bistvu po takem verjetno tudi predstavljaš, da bi sploh bila v novi zvezi, oziroma da razmišljaš o tem, da bi šla v novo zvezo.
Ja, pač ne zaupamo v bistvu, ne vem, kako zaupati niti.
Yeah, she says she doesn't know how to trust anymore.
Of course. Okay, so how would she like things to be?
Kako bi rada, da bi bilo, kako bi se rada počutila?
A s partnerjem, mislim pa sama?
V bistvu, kakšno bi rada, da bi bilo tvoje življenje?
Ja, da bi bila srečna, vesela, zadovoljna.
She wants to be happy, satisfied, anything else? A še kaj drugega?
Bi opravljala, kar me veseli tudi, ne vem, da bi me imel nekdo rad, tega, kar imam tudi jaz rada.
She wants that somebody would love her, so the one that she loves that would love her back.
Sure, I get that. Okay, so let's, we can actually have you muscle test her with the arm, Petra, when we make the intention statement.
Okay.
Okay, so you can not only translate, but assist me with the testing.
Okay, I can do that.
So let's have her say, and she can say it in Slovenian, say it as if she already has what she wants, which is she's happy and she's in a loving relationship with a partner who she loves and loves her. Something very much like that. Okay, have her say it the way she'd like it to be, as if it already exists.
Okay. Zdaj boš v bistvu to, kar si zdaj povedala, ne? To se pravi, da bi rada bila srečna in v nekem ljubečem partnerskem odnosu z nekom, ki ga imaš ti rada, pa on ima tudi tebe rad. To boš zdaj povedala, kot da je to zdaj v tem trenutku že resnično. Ne vem, sem srečna, sem v ljubečem partnerskem odnosu z nekom, ki me ima rad in jaz imam njega rada, in ob tem boš stegnila roko, jaz ti bom pa probala roko dol potisniti, to je v bistvu en način mišičnega testiranja. Tako da zdaj boš lahko kar to.
Yeah, that's right. Get some rapport first with the muscle test before we say the statement. Go ahead.
Okay. Najprej povej nekaj, kar veš, da je zate resnično. Lahko rečeš, moje ime je Polona.
Moje ime je Polona.
Roko posnične,
Have her hold stronger. Tell her to hold strong. Don't let you push her down.
Močno, tako, močno drž roko.
Ja, močno.
Ja. Tudi pol boš močno držala. Torej, zdaj pa še enkrat povej izjavo.
Ime mi je Polona.
Ok, se roko ne premakne. Zdaj pa povej.
That's it.
Drž, pa povej še nekaj, kar veš, da ni resnično zate. Pa isto močno pač držiš.
My name is Tom.
Moje ime je Tom.
Moje ime je Tom.
Yeah, it goes down. Yeah, okay. Clearly, you're not Tom. Okay, good. So now, have her say her intention statement as if it already is like that.
Zdaj pa poveš ta namen, ki smo ga prej sprav. Sem srečna, kot da zdaj se že to dogaja. Jaz bom zopet videla, kaj zlaka.
Sem srečna in imam partnerja, ki ga imam rada in on ima mene rad.
Yeah, kind of weak, huh? Yeah, weak. Yeah, what this means, I don't know if you can see the screen, can't you, Petra? You can see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
So what this means, tell me her name again.
Polona.
What this means, Polona, is that what you're saying, which is what you want, and what's the energy in your body, they're not matched. They're not a match. So the body says, no, it's not so.
V bistvu to, ko je šla roka dola, to ti v bistvu samo pokaže, da to, kar ti govoriš, ni usklajeno z neko energijo, ki je v ozadju teh besed. In telo ti v bistvu s tem, ko se roka premakne dol, pokaže, da nisi usklajena s tem, kar govoriš.
And so what this means is that there are some inner blockages inside of you that are preventing you from being able to step into the reality of this intention.
To pomeni, da v bistvu so znotraj tebe neke blokade, ki ti preprečujejo, da bi lahko v bistvu živela to, kar si v tem namenu tudi povedala.
And certainly some of the obvious ones are the hurt and the feeling of being betrayed. These kind of feelings are certainly part of that picture.
In del tega je tudi ta občutek prizadetosti, ta občutek, da si bila izdana, a ne, ki ga v bistvu zdaj čutiš. V bistvu to je del teh blokad, ki ti preprečujejo, da bi lahko že zdaj na nek način res verjela v to, kar si pač povedala, ne, sem srečna.
Now, for most people who have these kind of inner emotional pain inside of them, they don't know what to do to get rid of it.
Večina ljudi, ki v bistvu te občutke ima, ne ve v bistvu čisto točno, kaj naj z njimi počne, oziroma kako naj se jih znebi.
And this is because no one has known very well how to get rid of this, so no one could train you or show you.
V bistvu je to zato, ker do zdaj na nek način nihče ni prav dobro vedel, kako bi se teh občutkov znebili, in zato tudi ni bilo nikogar, ki bi nam to lahko pokazal oziroma nas naučil, kako lahko sami te občutke razrešimo.
But you must have some good luck, because you know Petra.
Ja, res je.
And Petra knows me.
Yeah, that's true.
And so you're in luck because we know how to resolve these emotional pains and make them go away completely and permanently.
V bistvu zdaj imamo, ne, poznamo ta način, oziroma Tom, pa zdaj tudi jaz poznava ta način, kako lahko ta čustva, oziroma to energijo teh čustev za zmeri razrešiš in se znebiš.
So this is very good fortune.
To je velika sreča.
And some of them will be more obvious, and there may be some other ones that are not so obvious, but it doesn't matter because we're going to find them all.
In nekatere te občutke bojo v bistvu na nek način jih boš lažje tudi začutila, nekateri bojo mogoče malo bolj skriti, ampak v bistvu ni pomembno, ker vse te občutke bomo našli in pač razrešili.
Okay? Okay. Okay, very good. So the testing that Petra is doing with your arm like that, I can do this same kind of testing on your behalf for you with the smaller muscles of my fingers.
V bistvu to testiranje, ki sem ga jaz delala, zdaj s tabo ga lahko on tudi naredi v tvojem imenu, pač z rokami, tako sem jaz tudi delala.
So I'll do most of the testing that way because it's kind of faster, easier to do. And sometimes when we really want to see how well it's working, or we want to just have you have the experience of whether you're a match with something or a mismatch, then we'll have Petra do the test with the arm, okay?
V bistvu večino testiranja bo delal on, kadar bo pa na nek način, ali da bomo hoteli bolj natančne rezultate, ali pa recimo, da ne vem, bo hotel, da imaš ti to izkušnjo, kakšna je razlika, ko si z nečim res skladna, pa v smislu te energije, ne, takrat bom pa jaz naredila potem.
Okay.
Okay, so Petra, I'm just going to test from the where to start chart. You don't have to translate this part, but this is 100% resolvable at the level of consciousness. Yeah, so we're okay with that. So you don't need to translate that part. So there are, we need to identify specifically like core dynamics that are involved. Yes. It's even better if we just go straight to the feelings of the betrayal and the hurt and resolve those first and then go to core dynamics afterwards. Yeah, okay. So the painful feeling that you have inside, the feeling of being betrayed and hurt, when you think about especially this most recent breakup, which is the one that's most strongly present, I'm sure, in your awareness, can you feel the sensation of the feeling of being hurt and betrayed inside your body?
A lahko, recimo, ko pomisliš zdaj na ta razhod s partnerjem in na to, kako si se v tem počutila, to se pravi prizadeto, izdano, a lahko ob tem, ki v telesu zaznaš te občutke?
Ja, ne, tako v prsih, ne.
In the chest.
In the chest. Okay. So optimal to start with this one. Yeah, let's start with this one. So it's easiest to do this with your eyes closed.
Najlažje to narediš, če imaš zaprte oči.
So please close your eyes. Okay. And you already can feel that area in your chest where that painful feeling seems to be.
In v bistvu že zdaj lahko čutiš, ne, to v prsih, kjer je ta neprijeten občutek. Ja. Yes.
Yeah, because it's kind of uncomfortable, normally we don't like to go there and feel it.
Zato, ker je tak neprijeten občutek, običajno nočemo se s tem kar dosti ukvarjati.
But it turns out that the best way to get rid of this discomfort is to actually allow yourself, strangely enough, to feel the strongest, worst part of it, which is usually right in the center of it.
Ampak hecen je to, da dejansko, če želimo ta občutek na nek način razrešiti, si moramo dovoliti, da opazimo prav tisti del, kjer je ta feeling, ta občutek najmočnejši.
And this is because the reason that this pain is there is because when this happened, the emotional reaction that you had was just too much to process in the moment.
In ta občutek je tam zato, ker takrat, ko se je to zgodilo, ko se je zgodil ta razhod, je bilo toliko močna ta neka čustvena reakcija, da na nek način ne znamo s to reakcijo handlati, čisto po domače rečeno.
Yeah, she understands. I can see that. So what's happening is we need to complete an incomplete experience that the body's still holding on to there.
In to, kar delamo zdaj, je to, da bomo v bistvu to nedokončano izkušnjo, ki je še v ozadju teh čustev, jo bomo zdaj dokončali s tem, ko boš v bistvu to opazovala.
And this turns out to be much easier than you would think.
In to je v bistvu precej lažje narediti, kot mogoče na prvi pogled zgleda.
You only have to do two things.
Vse, kar rabiš narediti, sta dve stvari.
First thing is you have to allow yourself to feel the energy that's there, and you have to notice the central, strongest part of the energy. That's number one.
Najprej si moraš dovoliti, da opaziš, oziroma da si, dovoliš, da opaziš to energijo, ki je v ozadju.
And you just simply notice it. You don't try to make it go away. You don't try to do anything to it.
Samo opazuješ jo, ne delaš na tem, da bi jo odstranila, da bi ne vem karkoli drugega smo počeli, ampak jo samo opazuješ in ob tem, ko jo opazuješ, opaziš tudi, da je v določenem delu ta občutek močnejši. To je prvi korak.
And it turns out that just simply noticing the central, strongest part of the energy starts the process of completing the incomplete experience of the energy that creates this sensation of the discomfort that's being held there.
In v bistvu že samo to, ko samo opazuješ ta najmočnejši del, torej ta del, kjer je ta občutek najmočnejši, s tem že začneš dokončevati to nedokončano izkušnjo, ki povzroča to nelagodje.
So the first thing you do is just to allow yourself to notice the central, strongest part of the energy, and you adjust how close to it or far away from it you are, so that you can really feel it, but it's not overwhelming.
In zdaj v bistvu vse, kar rabiš narediti, je to, da zaznaš, kje je ta občutek najmočnejši in tja usmeriš svojo pozornost in se na nek način približaš temu občutku toliko, da ga lahko začutiš, ampak hkrati si še vedno dovolj stran, da te ne posrka vase. Če ti kaj ne bo jasno, če boš imela kakšno vprašanje, kar povej.
Now, after you're just noticing it for a while, what will start to happen is it will gradually start to soften and become less intense because you're actually starting to complete the incomplete experience of the energy that you've been holding there.
Ko ga boš tako opazovala, se bo počasi ta občutek začel, kot da bi lahko rekla, da postaje vedno bolj mehak na nek način, vedno manj intenziven. In s tem se bo v bistvu razreševala ta nedokončana izkušnja, ki je v ozadju tega neprijetnega občutka.
And so when that happens, when it starts to feel a little bit softer, a little less intense, then let me know.
Ko bo ta občutek začel biti manj intenziven, takrat samo povej. It's getting softer.
Okay, very good. This means you're doing it correctly. And now what you do is you can bring your awareness a little bit closer to whatever remains of the energy.
Če se zmanjšuje, to pomeni, da v bistvu tehnika pravilno delaš in ti samo svojo pozornost v smer oziroma pripelj še majčkeno bližje temu delu, ki pa še ostaja. Da je temu delu nelagodja, tega neprijetnega občutka, ki ga še lahko zaznaš.
So get as close as you can without it being overwhelming and keep the focus of your attention right into the center of the strongest part of the sensation.
Pripelju na rekovajih to pozornost oziroma približaj se s to pozornostjo temu občutku toliko kot lahko, zopet, da v bistvu ga lahko zaznaš, ga lahko občutaš, ampak hkrati, da te ne posrka vase. In opazuješ še naprej ta del.
After some time, it will get softer again.
Po nekem času opazovanja se bo spet v bistvu nekoliko mehkejši ratal ta občutek oziroma manj intenziven.
When it does, get closer to it again.
Ko se bo to zgodilo, se spet svojo pozornostjo približaš.
And just keep doing that. Each time it gets softer, get closer.
In vsakič, ko ta občutek postane manj intenziven, se še bolj približaš.
As you keep getting closer, and it keeps getting softer, right near the end, when the energy is almost gone, the experience will start to change.
Ko se boš na ta način vedno bolj približevala jedru, temu najmočnejšemu delu občutka in se bo energija zmanjševala oziroma bo občutek vedno manj intenziven, se bo ta občutek spremenil.
It will start to feel like the energy is kind of dissolving or dissipating or breaking up and moving away.
Občutek bo, kot da se ta energija na nek način razrešuje oziroma kot da začenja zginjati in jo ni več, to se pravi stran.
It'll be a little bit like the fog burning off in the morning sun.
Podobno kot jutranja meglica, potem postopno se na nek način kar, kako bi rekla, razgledi, razpršija.
And then it kind of just dissipates and then it's completely gone and it just feels quiet and peaceful inside.
In tako se v bistvu ta energija na nek način kar razprši, izgine in lahko občutiš en tak mir.
Already starting to feel that?
A že čutiš to?
Ja, je boljše, mislim.
It's better, she says.
Better. Okay. Better is good and completely gone is optimal. So stay with it until there's nothing left.
Dobro je to, da je boljše, ampak najboljše oziroma optimalno je pa, da res ta neprijeten občutek čisto izgine, tako da samo Ostan s tem občutkom, še naprej ga opazuj in nadaljuj s tehniko.
You're doing great, by the way.
Dobro delaš. She thinks she completed it.
Okay, so we'll just test and see. This energy is now complete. Yes, there's still some more of it someplace. We need to go find. No. Okay, so this one is complete. You can open your eyes, take a little break. Good job. Probably feeling better already.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So the thing is, I'm testing that there are still 3 more energies that contribute to this discomfort. We might as well get them all resolved.
Testiral je, da so še 3 druge energije, ki v bistvu tudi prispevajo k temu nelagodju in pač predlaga, da jih razrešimo.
Ja.
Makes sense, huh?
She mentioned anger.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure there's some anger there.
She's angry
So
at
we
her
do.
partner, ex-partner.
Yeah, of course, of course. So the truth is she's actually angry at herself.
V resnici je jezna nase.
Ja, možen.
She says it's possible.
Well, here's the reason why. If she thinks back to when she met this guy, she actually probably had an intuition that was something like, oh, don't go there. But she was so much wanting to have the relationship, and he looked so attractive and good, she wanted it, that she overrode her own intuitive, quiet inner knowing, and she went for it. And now she's really unhappy, angry at herself that she didn't trust that intuition. Tell her that.
V bistvu na začetku, ko sta se spoznala, je bil verjetno en glasek znotraj tebe in delček tebe, ki je govoril, ne se v to spuščati, ampak v bistvu zato, ko si to želela, v bistvu tega razmerja, si na nek način, oziroma ne vem, ker ti je on bil to všeč, to privlačen, si na nek način ta glasek kar malo preslišala in se kljub temu spustilo razmerje in je to tisto, na kar si, v kakršnem smislu si zdaj jezna nase.
She agrees.
Se strinjaš s tem ali ne?
Ja, v bistvu jezna sem po eni strani, v bistvu zakaj sem šla v razmerje z njim, po drugi strani pa pač, ja, ker sem zdaj ostala sama, ker sem upala, da bo bil on z mano, da bo bil v drugačnem odnosu, no.
She feels angry at herself because she went into this relationship, but she says she also feels angry at him because she hoped he would stay with her and be in a relationship with her, but he's not.
Sure, of course. It's easier to project the anger out on the other person, but it turns out that all anger, in fact, all emotions are actually directed at ourselves.
Lažje je v bistvu jezo na nek način projicirati v nekoga drugega in reči, da v bistvu smo jezni na druge, ampak vsa čustva v bistvu izhajajo iz nas. Torej, mislim, vedno, ko smo jezni, žalostni ali karkoli, je to povezano z nami, ne z neko drugo osebo.
So we're going to resolve this anger energy, and you'll see when it's gone, it'll feel quite different.
Bomo razrešili to jezo, to energijo jeze in boš videla, ko boš razrešila vse, ko se boš drugače počutila.
Okay, so when you think about the anger, can you feel the sensation of the anger inside your body? It's also one of these internal energies that feels like a kind of tightness, a constriction someplace inside.
Ko pomisliš v bistvu zdaj na to jezo, a lahko kje v telesu začutiš karkoli, v bistvu gre to za neko energijo, ki imaš mogoče feeling, kot da je nek vozu ali pa neka gmota nekje v telesu.
Ne vem, tako bolj, kako mi povem, ne vem, jaz bi kar eksplodirala v bistvu, ne vem.
She wants to explode. She feels like she can explode.
Yeah, yeah. Where's the central place where it feels like it would be exploding from?
Kje je center tega, od koder bi eksplodirala?
Where in your body?
Če lahko
Can't
kje
tell.
to zaznaš.
Okay, I'll help you to locate it.
She
No
doesn't
problem. I'll help you.
know.
Yeah, I'll help. So go ahead and close your eyes. And I'm going to guide you through a simple process of finding the origin point of this energy, this explosive feeling.
In te bo Tom vodil čez eno tehniko, s katero boš našla, kje je v bistvu izvor tega občutka, da bi eksplodirala.
And the way we do that is to start by just sitting quietly and noticing thoughts coming and going in your mind.
In to naredimo tako, da za začetek samo v bistvu v tišini sediš in opazuješ, da po glavi se ti motajo neke misli, to se pravi, da neke misli prihajajo in potem tudi grejo naprej.
And just for the moment, just kind of observe these thoughts from a little distance and don't be concerned about the meaning or content of the thoughts.
In samo opazuj te misli, ne se ukvarjati z vsebino, ampak samo opazuj to, da pridejo in grejo.
Now, these thoughts are happening in your mind in a background of kind of emptiness or silence.
To so misli, ki se ti na nek način pojavljajo v glavi in se pojavljajo, torej v ozadju teh mislih je tišina.
The background has to be empty and quiet so that we can hear our thoughts.
To ozadje mora biti na nek način tiho in prazno, ker drugače svojih misli ne bi zaznali.
Now, that background of quietness is your awareness. It's the awareness you're using to have the experience of the thoughts and everything else that you experience.
Ta tišina je v bistvu tvoja zavest, tvoja čista zavest, ki jo uporabljaš za to, da lahko sploh izkušnjo teh nekih misli imaš.
Now, there's an analogy that's useful here.
Ena prispodoba je tu lahko uporabna.
If you look up at the sky on a partly cloudy day, you can see the clouds and you can see the sky.
Če na en dan, ko je delno oblačno, pogledaš v nebo, lahko vidiš modro nebo, lahko vidiš pa tudi oblake.
And of course, it's very easy to see the sky. You just look off to the side of the clouds and there it is.
In zelo enostaven je videti nebo. Vse, kar rabiš narediti, je samo to, da pogledaš stran od oblakov v nebo in ga vidiš.
It's always there in the background.
Vedno je tam v ozadju.
Now, if we want to experience this quietness or silence, emptiness that's in the background of the thoughts, it's very similar.
Če hočemo izkusiti to tišino, ki je v ozadju misli, v bistvu
All we have to,
podobno.
sorry, go ahead.
It's okay,
Go ahead. Yeah, okay. So all we have to do is just notice the thought and then look off to the side of the thought and notice that silent background in which the thought is occurring.
Vse, kar moramo narediti, je to, da pogledamo stran od misli v to tišino, ki je v ozadju misli in tja usmerimo svojo pozornost.
So as the next thoughts are coming, you can choose one and just start looking off to the side of that thought and noticing that quiet, silent background.
In ko v bistvu boš zaznala naslednjo misel, lahko se samo odločiš in pogledaš v stran od nje in ob tem opaziš to ozadje tišine in praznine.
It's easy to do.
Enostavno je to narediti.
Now, you won't stay in the silence for a long time because it won't take long for another thought to come along and kind of interrupt the silence.
V tej tišini ne boš ostala dolgo, zato ker ne bo treba ravno veliko časa, preden bo nova misel prišla. Ker spet potem
But that's
lahko...
okay. We're not trying to get rid of the thoughts. So when the new thought comes, just look off to the side of the new thought and notice the quiet, silent background again.
Tudi, ko v bistvu ta nova misel pride, s tem ni nič narobe, ker ne želimo v bistvu misli čisto izriniti, ampak samo, ko pride, znova opaziš, oziroma pogledaš v stran in opaziš, da je zadaj za to mislijo tišina in praznina.
So each time a new thought comes, look off to the side of the new thought and notice the silent background yet again.
Vsakič, ko pride nova misel, samo pogledaš v stran te misli in opaziš tišino, praznino. In če pride spet nova misel, spet isto narediš.
So you get kind of a series of tastes of that quietness.
S tem v bistvu dobiš občutek za to tišino, oziroma kaj ta tišina je.
But this gradually gives you a sense of familiarity with the quietness. You start to have a sense of it.
In s tem postopno dobiš, oziroma se navadiš na ta občutek tišine, oziroma se privadiš na to, kakšen je občutek v tej tišini.
You getting a feeling for that?
Lahko to zaznaš, ta občutek tišine?
Ja, pač se počutiš umirjeno.
Yeah, she says she
Okay,
feels at peace.
Ah, excellent. Okay. So now in this quietness, there's really nothing to get in the way of allowing yourself to feel the energy of the feeling when the body shows it to you.
V tej tišini ni v bistvu ničesar, kar bi ti oviralo, da bi lahko zaznala energijo teh občutkov, ki ti jih telo želi pokazati.
But it's also a good idea to just decide that when we tell the body to show us the energy, and it does, that you're going to allow yourself to feel it.
Dobro se je tudi odločiti, da ko ti telo pokaže, kje je ta energija občutka v telesu, da si ga dovoliš opaziti.
You have a whole lifetime of trying to avoid these kind of feelings. So we have to consciously decide we're going to feel it. And then when the body shows us, then we allow ourselves to feel it.
V bistvu celo življenje na nek način pridobivamo te izkušnje, kako se skušamo tem občutkom izogniti. In zato je smiselno se res prav odločiti, da ko ti telo pokaže, kje ta občutek je, da si ga dovoliš občutiti.
So now you can tell the body by just having the thought, okay, body, I'm ready to feel it. Show me the central energy of this feeling that causes the anger.
In v bistvu, ko se odločiš, lahko telesu rečeš, telo, jaz sem zdaj pripravljena ta občutek začutiti, pokaži mi, kje v telesu je to jedro te energije, ki povzroča občutek jeze.
Pretty much immediately, the body will show you some tight, constricted place inside, which is like the origin point of this energy that's causing the feeling of anger.
In običajno nam telo zelo hitro oziroma takoj pokaže, kje v telesu je ta energija, oziroma kje je ta vozel, ta napetost tega občutka, ki ga želimo razrešiti.
Ja, a možno tle noter me nekaj boli.
She feels some pain in her plexus.
In the solar plexus.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a very common place to store this kind of energy, for sure, yeah. This is it. Yeah, this is testing is the right place.
To je to.
Okay, so now let your attention be drawn to the central, strongest part of the energy there in the solar plexus.
Samo dovolj si, da v bistvu svojo pozornost usmeriš v ta najmočnejši del tega občutka v pleksusu.
And again, adjust the distance of how close to it you are so you're as close as you can get without it being overwhelming.
In spet na nek način se svojo pozornostjo toliko približaj, da boš še vedno dovolj daleč stran, da te občutek na nek način ne preplavi, ne posrka vase, ampak hkrati je še vedno blizu, da ga lahko res zaznaš.
And keep the focus of your attention right into the center of the strongest part of the energy field.
In ohranjaj svojo pozornost prav na tistem delu, kjer je ta energija najmočnejša.
And just simply notice it, just like you did before.
Samo opazuj ga, tako kot si prej naredila.
And just like before, when it starts to get a little softer, get closer to it.
In tako kot prej, ko ta občutek na nek način se začne zmanjševati oziroma izgublja na intenzivnosti, se mu spet znova približaš. She says that while she's doing it, she has some thoughts that come and go.
Yeah, so what that means is that when the energy gets softer, she should immediately get closer to the central strongest part. This will keep her very engaged with focusing on the energy, and then she won't get distracted by the thoughts so much.
To pomeni, da v bistvu takoj, ko začutiš, da na nek način ta energija postaja bolj šibka, da takoj spet svojo pozornost usmeriš v tisti del, kjer je še najmočnejša, in s tem v bistvu potem boš ostajala res fokusirana na to energijo oziroma na to, da dokončaš to izkušnjo in ne boš potem imela toliko teh misli.
Yeah, we're very used to getting kind of absorbed in and lost to our thoughts. But if you focus on the central, strongest part of the energy and you keep getting immediately closer to it as it softens, then you won't have so much of a tendency and you don't need to be concerned about the thoughts.
Navajeni smo v bistvu to, da se na nek način tem občutkom izogibamo. In če se boš če boš res svojo pozornost usmerjala samo na to energijo, na ta občutek, kjer je energija najmočnejša, najbolj intenzivna, ne boš se potem ukvarjala s temi mislimi. Torej res takoj, ko se začne energija zmanjševati, ko je manj intenzivna, takoj se usmeriš naprej svojo pozornost v tisti del, kjer pa je še intenzivna. In potem v bistvu tudi na nek način se ne boš z mislimi ukvarjala.
Yeah, you're learning a whole new way of dealing with emotions.
In se v bistvu učiš čist nekega drugega načina, kako se spopadaš.
Most people try to handle them by understanding them, like being concerned with the meaning or the content.
Večina ljudi se v bistvu ukvarja s tem, da jih poskušajo razumeti čustva in se ukvarjajo z vsebino teh čustev.
That's everybody's habit.
To je navada vseh.
But notice that it doesn't work very well.
Ampak lahko opaziš, da ni ravno učinkovito.
You still have the problem.
Še vedno v bistvu tisti problem osnovni ostaja.
So you're learning to do something that's the opposite of what you've been doing all your life, and that is to focus on the energy that creates the sensation, not to focus on the content.
In zdaj se v bistvu učiš delati nekaj, kar je čisto v nasprotju z vsem, kar smo do zdaj počeli. V bistvu se učiš ohranjati pozornost na ta občutek, ne pa na neko vsebino oziroma na neke misli, ki so povezane z njim.
And the nice thing about making this very important shift is that it works.
In tisto, kar je najboljš pri tem, torej pri tem novem načinu delovanja, je to, da dejansko deluje, da je učinkovito.
Because it's the energy that gives life to the emotion. And when the energy is gone, problem is gone.
A si razumela? She understood.
Very good. Yeah, I get the feeling you understand the English even though you can't speak it. Very good.
Pač, da nekaj zastopim, samo da ne znam več povedati.
So as it softens, keep getting closer and keep your attention right into the center of the strongest area.
Ko spet postane manj intenzivna, zopet poiščeš jedro in tja usmerjaš pozornost in na ta način nadaljuješ.
You're doing great.
Odlično, tudi.
Ja, sem boljše, ja.
She already feels better.
Yeah, keep going until there's nothing.
Kar nadaljuj, dokler v bistvu ta energija čisto se ne razprši.
Yeah, the essential concept here is we want to feel and experience the essence of this energy so thoroughly, so completely that there's nothing left to feel.
V bistvu je bistvo vsega tega, da res tako, bom rekla, v celoti začutiš bistvo tega občutka, da res ni ničesar več, kar bi lahko ob tem občutila.
How's it going?
Ko gre?
Mislim, da je kar v redu.
She thinks it's okay.
Okay, I'll just test for her. Still a little bit of the energy left. Yeah, there's still a little bit left. So get very, very close to where the feeling was and see if there's still some sensation.
Je testiral, nekaj energije je še, res približi svojo pozornost blizu, čim bolj blizu tistega dela, kjer si v osnovi ta občutek začutila in samo opazuj, če je še karkoli tam. Kolikor se da, se približaj svojo pozornostjo.
And if there's anything at all left, then make sure you feel down into it until it's complete.
Če je še karkoli ostalo, res se približaj s pozornostjo čim bolj temu delu, zato da res to čist razrešiš in zaključiš.
Yeah, sometimes the last part of it can be kind of subtle, but we want to make sure we get it all cleaned up.
Včasih je ta zadnji del lahko tako malo subtilen, malo skrit na nek način. In pomembno je, da res tudi ta del poiščeš, se približaš in ga razrešiš.
How about now? Feel gone now?
Ja, v redu.
She says she thinks it's okay. That she
Okay,
can.
let's just check. And now it's gone. It's completely gone. Very good. Excellent. Okay, open your eyes.
Lahko odpreš.
Good job.
Ja.
So I want you to just think about this guy and the breakup and everything that happened and see if you still feel any anger.
Pomisli zdaj na tega partnerja, na ta razhod in tako opazuj, če še kaj jeze, če še kaj začutiš jeze.
Zdaj ne.
She's not feeling it anymore.
Zdaj ne.
Amazing, huh? Amazing. Yeah, very good. Very good. This, as I said, this really works. This is great. Now, I'm going to explain to you why you chose this guy, even though intuitively inside someplace you knew it wasn't going to work.
Zdaj ti pa povedal, zakaj si se odločila, zakaj si izbrala tega partnerja, čeprav si nekje intuitivno vedela, da ni to dobro.
There was another energy present that was stronger than your intuition, that overrode your intuition and made you choose to go with him.
Še ena energija je bila prisotna v tvojem telesu, ki je bila mnogo močnejša kot ta intuicija in je na nek način povozila intuicijo.
Now, I'm going to guess that in your home where you grew up, you probably didn't get all the feeling of love from your parents that you wanted.
Ugiba, da verjetno pač v svoji primarni družini nisi dobila toliko ljubezni od staršev, kot si želela.
Ja, res je.
Yeah, sure. So there are two different energies present that caused you to choose this guy.
Dve različni energiji sta bili prisotni, zaradi katerih si pravzaprav izbrala tega partnerja.
Now, in certain ways, if you think about him, in certain ways, he was kind of like one or both of your parents.
Če pomisliš na njega, je bil na določen način podoben enemu ali pa obema staršema.
In the sense that he couldn't give you the love that you wanted.
V tem smislu, da ti ni mogel dati tiste ljubezni, ki si jo ti želela, rabila.
Ta partner zdaj.
Ja. Ta partner v bistvu zdaj, s katerim sta se razšla, ta zadnji, je v bistvu v tem smislu, da ti ni mogel dati ljubezni na ta način, pa to, kot si ti želela, je v tem smislu podoben enemu ali pa obima tvojima staršema.
Maybe, huh? Yeah. And if you think about it, it was similar with your husband.
In če dobro pomisliš, je bilo podobno tudi s tvojim možem.
Ja, v bistvu moj mož mi je še manj dal.
Her husband gave her even less love.
Yeah, exactly. So when she chose these guys, she thought that, well, I can get them to love me and then I'll get the love I didn't get from my parents.
Ko si izbrala ta dva moška, si razmišljala, jaz lahko jih pripravim, da me bojo imeli radi in potem bom dobila to, kar od staršev nisem.
But it didn't work.
Ampak se ni išlo.
And so there's a kind of sadness, disappointment, frustration kind of energy. It's hard to even put a name to it.
Težko je sicer imenovati te občutke, ampak verjetno je nekaj v smislu žalosti, razočaranja, frustracije.
Okay, this is one of the energies, and we're going to resolve that one in a moment.
To je ena od energij in to bomo razrešili v kratkem.
But there's an even deeper one we're going to resolve first.
Ampak še prej bomo pa neko globljo energijo razrešili.
And this is something that happened when you were so little, like in the first weeks of being alive.
In to je nekaj, kar se je zgodilo, v bistvu energija nekega dogodka, ki se je zgodil, ko je bila še res zelo majhna, verjetno v prvih parih tednih.
And this energy is kind of deeply hidden within you, but I'm going to help you find it. But first I'm going to explain it.
In ta energija je nekje globoko v tebi in ti bo pomagal, da jo najdeš, ampak prej ti bo malo razložil o tem.
Now, when you were inside your mother's womb,
Ko si bila mater,
you didn't have the experience of needing anything because every simple need that you had, nutrition, oxygen, waste removal, warmth, whatever you needed, it was all provided so instantaneously that there was no gap between having the need and having the need immediately met.
v bistvu, ko si bila še v maternici, so bile vse tvoje potrebe takoj zadovoljene. Ne vem, nič ti ni bilo treba skrbeti. Imela si hrano, bilo ti je toplo, imela si kisik, skratka vse tisto, kar si rabila. In v bistvu med tem bom rekla, impulzom, da je treba neko potrebo zadovoljiti in pa med tem, da je bila dejansko zadovoljena, ni bilo nobenega premora vmes. Takoj se je zgodilo.
So when you're in the womb, you don't know what needs are. You don't even have the experience.
In takrat, ko si v maternici, sploh v bistvu te izkušnje, da nekaj potrebuješ, nimaš. Ker je vse takoj.
But when you come out and the umbilical cord is cut, now you have a separate body from mom, and your needs, your automatic needs meeting system is finished.
Ampak, ko se pa rodiš, ko prirežejo plodnico, takrat pa v bistvu se ta sistem avtomatičnega zadovoljanja tvojih potreb prekine, ker si ti zdaj svoje telo, ki je ločeno od mame.
And now when you need something, it doesn't get met automatically. You have to let your need be known. So you cry, then someone comes, and if they can figure it out, then they meet the need, then you're okay.
In zdaj v bistvu moraš na nek način narediti nekaj za to, da nekdo prepozna, da ti imaš neko potrebo in jok in tako naprej. In potem, če prepoznajo, če pridejo, jo bojo zadovoljili.
But sometimes it happens, and this happens to everybody, that, mom is in the bathroom for 10 minutes at the wrong time. You desperately need something, and you're crying your eyes out, and nobody's coming.
A si razumela? Včasih se ti lahko zgodi, da v bistvu nekdo, recimo, da je mama ob nepravem času na stranišču v kopalnici dlje časa, ti pa glih takrat nekaj rabaš in čeprav se dereš po jezkah, po domače rečeno, nikogar ni, da bi te tvoje potrebe zadovoljil.
Now, you don't have any language yet. This is all just feelings.
Takrat v bistvu še ne znamo govoriti, to so vse samo občutki.
So you're far too little. You can't stand up in your crib and put your hands on your hips and say, Mom, you're not meeting my need.
Nekaj si, da bi lahko vstal v postelci in rekel, mama, jaz rabam, dej.
You can't do that.
Ne moreš tega narediti.
And the other interesting thing is, Mom feels like she's not really separate from you. She's like the part of you, I mean, you were inside of her for 9 months, right? So she feels like the part of you that meets your needs, even though you have a separate body now.
In tudi mama v bistvu nima tega občutka na nek način, da je ločena od tebe, 9 mesecev te je nosila in potem občutek, kot da je ona tista, ki mora zadovoljiti tvoje potrebe.
So when she's not there to meet your need, it doesn't feel like, where's mom? It feels like, where's the missing part of me that normally takes care of my needs?
In ko v bistvu imaš neko potrebo in mame ni tam, da bi ti jo zadovoljila, nimaš tega občutka, ki je zdaj tisti človek ali pa tisti nekdo, ki mi bo to potrebo zadovoljil, ampak imaš ta občutek, kot da jim delček tebe manjka.
Now, this is universal. It happens to everybody.
To se zgodi vsem.
And what happens is, it happens many, many times. And so you get this deep kind of stress, actually. It's the stress of the fear that your needs are not going to get met.
In to v bistvu se res veliko krat dogaja in tako ful stresno, ampak tukaj v zadnji v bistvu je ta strah, da tvoje potrebe ne bodo zadovoljene.
So this creates a kind of feeling of longing, like, oh, if I could just get my need met, then I would feel okay.
In to v bistvu kreira na nek način ta občutek hrepenenja. Če bi samo to dobil, potem bo vse moje potrebe zadovoljene.
But the interesting thing is that when you get the need met, the feeling of being satisfied doesn't last very long at all.
Ampak zanimivo je to, da tudi ko potem zadovoljiš te svoje potrebe, ta občutek nekega zadovoljstva ne traja dolgo.
Then you have another need.
Pride nova potreba.
And you long for that need to get met, hoping it will finally make you feel whole and complete and fulfilled.
In potem hrepeniš, potem, da je tista potreba zadovoljena in da je to tisto, kar ti bo dala ta občutek popolnosti, celovitosti.
But it doesn't work.
Ampak ne deluje.
So the real root of this problem is the energy of this stress, of the fear that your needs are not going to get met.
V bistvu glavni izvor tega problema je ta energija tega strahu, da tvoje potrebe ne bodo zadovoljene.
And this fear drives you to make decisions like marrying your husband, getting with this guy, in hopes that you will finally get what you need.
In ta strah je tisti, ki na nek način te vodi pri sprejemanje odločitev, ne vem, da se poročiš s tem moškim, s katerim si sedla, potem greš v to zvezo, v katero si šla, v upanju, da bo končno v bistvu, da bodo ti tvoje potrebe zadovoljene.
But Polona, it's never going to work.
Nikoli to ne deluje.
Because the reality is you are already whole and complete, but it doesn't feel like it because of this energy of this fear.
Zato, ker v resnici smo že popolni in celoviti, takšni kot smo, ampak zaradi te energije strahu nimamo tega občutka.
So the interesting thing is, when we get rid of this stress that causes this fear, the whole sense of having a need to get something from outside of you to make you feel okay just goes away. It's incredible.
In ko v bistvu to energijo, ki je v ozadju tega strahu, razrešimo, v bistvu ves ta občutek, da rabiš nekoga ali nekaj od zunaj, ker ti bo dal ta občutek celovitosti, v bistvu zgine.
Okay. It just becomes kind of a non-issue. You just feel okay within yourself and you don't need somebody.
V bistvu čisto se okay sama s sabo počutiš in nimaš tega občutka, da rabiš nekoga za to, da boš.
Now, this is super important because in order to be in a relationship like what you want, where you just enjoy the loving feeling with a partner,
to je ful pomembno, zato ker če želiš biti v takšnem razmerju, recimo, da lahko samo uživaš v ljubezni partnerja, torej, ki ti jo način daje.
You have to be so whole and complete in yourself that you don't need the person.
Moraš biti nekje, v bistvu moraš imeti ta občutek, da si toliko celovita že sama sabo, da njega v bistvu niti ne rabiš.
We all know what it's like to be in a relationship with someone who's needy.
Vsi vemo, kako je biti v odnosu z nekom, ki skozi neki rab od tebe.
Terrible. They like sucking your energy, pulling your energy from you.
V bistvu
Not good.
Ker ni dober.
You know what that's like.
Veš, kako to zgleda.
So you need to be not like that at all.
In naredili bomo to, da ti ne boš taka.
Yeah, because you want to attract a guy who is like that too. He doesn't need you. You don't need him. You just enjoy each other.
In v bistvu, če želiš, to se pravi, če boš ti taka, boš privlačila takega partnerja, ki tudi ne bo tebe rabu, ti ne boš rabila njega, on ne rabi tebe, ampak lahko samo uživata v družbi en drugega, in tem, kar se pač lahko da.
You see, most people have no idea what love actually is. They think that need is love, but it's absolutely not. It has nothing to do with love. So, as I was explaining, we have this deep stress that comes from the feeling that our needs will not get met, the fear that our needs will not get met.
V bistvu veliko je lahko v našem telesu tega stresa, iz tega strahu, da pač naše potrebe ne bodo zadovoljene.
And because that stress, that fear kind of drives us to do all kinds of things that later we regret because they don't work.
In ta strah nas v bistvu vodi, da sprejemamo cel kup enih odločitev, ker kasneje potem jih obžalujemo, zato ko vidimo, da pač nam niso dale tistega, kar bi želeli.
So you can't have that good relationship that you want unless we get rid of this problem.
Če se ne znebimo tega problema oziroma ga ne razrešimo, ne moreš imeti tega razmerja, kot si ga želiš.
Because if we don't get rid of it, without even realizing it, you'll just keep making the same bad choices again and again.
Ker boš, ne da sploh se zavedla, vedno delala ene in iste slabe odločitve.
And you've certainly had enough of that.
In ti ga imaš dosta.
Preveč.
Too much even.
Too much, already too much, exactly. Okay, so now this energy is deeply buried, deeply kind of suppressed, so I will help you find it.
Ta energija je potlačena, na nek način skrita in ti bo pomagal, da jo boš našla.
Okay, so here we go. Go ahead and close your eyes. And again, notice the thoughts coming and start to look off to the side of the thoughts and notice the background of silence.
Spet boš opazila, da se ti pojavljajo misli in samo pogledaj v stran te misli in opazi to tišino, ki je v ozadju teh misli.
And you're starting to get kind of familiar with this silence. You've been experiencing it several times now.
Malo ti je v bistvu ta tišina, ta občutek tišine na nek način že znan, ker si ga že kar nekajkrat danes izkusila.
So it starts to get a little bit easier to notice it.
Tako da ga v bistvu na nek način vedno lažje lahko zaznaš.
So as soon as you feel you have a good sense of the quietness, then you just tell the body by having the thought, okay, body, I'm ready to feel it. Show me the energy of this stress at the basis of the fear that my needs will not get met.
In takoj, ko boš v bistvu na nek način dovolj začutila to tišino, lahko svojemu telesu rečeš, ok, telo, jaz sem pripravljena, pokaži mi, kje je ta stres, ki je v ozadju, oziroma energija tega stresa, ki je v ozadju strahu, da moje potrebe ne bojo zadovoljene.
And the body will show you.
In telo ti bo pokazalo.
And when you feel it, let me know.
In ko boš lahko zaznala, kje je, samo povej.
You might find it in the solar plexus again.
Lahko da bo spet v pleksusu, tukaj, ki je bila prej tudi energija.
A little bit different feeling than the previous one.
Ničkaj drugačen bo občutek, kot je bil pri prejšnji.
It's still a kind of tightness, like a pressure.
Ampak še vedno je tak občutek napetosti.
Get any sense of that?
A lahko karkoli od tega zaznaš?
Nothing. Okay.
No, nothing.
That's okay. Sometimes we have to really convince the body that we're going to allow ourselves to feel it.
Včasih moramo res telo prepričati na nek način, da si bomo dovolili ta občutek res občutiti.
It's kind of like you have to convince it.
Kot da bi ga mogla res prepričati.
Because your whole life you've been saying, oh, don't show me that.
Ker celo življenje si v bistvu mu govorila glih kontra, ne mi tega kazati.
So we're overcoming a lifetime of the habit, not even being aware that it's happening, but I don't want to feel that kind of pain.
V bistvu na nek način premaguješ to vseživljenjsko navado tega, da ti telo občutka ni kazalo.
So it's kind of like you have to convince the body, you have to say, okay, body, come on now. I'm really ready to feel this. It's okay. Tom's going to help me. Petra's going to help me. I can do this. Come on, show me the energy.
Tako da na nek način tako, kot da bi res prepričevala svoje telo, ok, telo, jaz sem res pripravljena. Pokaži mi, kje je ta občutek. To mi bo pomagalo, da ga razrešim. Petra mi bo pomagala. Ok, pripravljena sem. Pokaži mi, kje je ta občutek.
It might not feel like pain. It might feel like a kind of emptiness.
Lahko da niti ne bo ta občutek kot neka bolečina, lahko da bo kot neka praznina, da boš to lahko zaznala.
Not the same kind of emptiness as the pure awareness, but a feeling of lack, like, oh, something missing.
V bistvu ni ta občutek enak praznini, ki jo zaznaš, ko gledaš to ozadje tišine, ampak kot nek občutek manjkanja, kot
But might not feel painful or like a constriction. Might feel almost like a black hole.
Ni nujno, da boš to lahko zaznala kot neko bolečino, ampak tako kot lahko je kot neka črna luknja.
Just a kind of deep sense of lack, like something's really missing.
Res en tak globok občutek pomanjkanja, tega, da ti nekaj enostavno manjka.
Ja, mislim, da je to prav odločno na telesu, ne moram zaznati tak celotno telo, kot da bi, ja, se počutim nekaj manjka, ja, da sem prazna, da sem...
She can't quite put it in a specific part of the body, but she has a feeling like in her whole body is this feeling that something is missing.
Yeah, that's it. This is the energy. So allow yourself to feel that whole field of energy. It seems to be consuming the whole body. This is in technique energy. Oh, yeah, this is still in technique energy.
Samo dovolj si v bistvu opazovati ta občutek, ki na nek način pripravlja celo tvoje telo.
Now, the thing is, you've been attempting to avoid feeling this energy your whole life because it's not very comfortable.
V bistvu cel življenje si se temu občutku skušala izogniti in ga ne občutiti, ker pač ni prijeten.
But the way to handle that is to let yourself feel the entire field of the energy, including the central part.
Ampak zdaj je pomembno, da si v bistvu dovoljš občutiti res vso to energijo, ne glede na to, koliko jo je, vključno s tistim jedrnim delom, s tistim delom, kjer je v bistvu izvor, center te energije.
You've been kind of just out at the outer edges, avoiding the central part because not so comfy.
Kot na nek način, da bi ostajala na zunanjem robu te energije in se izogibala temu jedrnemu delu, ker je neprijeten.
So if you just allow yourself to feel the entire field, including the central part, gradually the center of the intensity where the energy is really, the essence of it is, it will gradually show itself to you.
Če v bistvu si samo dovoliš občutiti vso to energijo, ves ta občutek, torej tudi s tistim najbolj intenzivnim delom, če si dovoliš vse to občutiti, boš postopno, ti bo telo pokazalo, kje je ta energija najbolj intenzivna, kje je tisto jedro.
Might take a little while, but when the central part of it gradually emerges and shows itself to you, let me know.
Mogoče ti bo vzel to nekaj časa, mogoče bo trajalo malo dlje, ampak ko ti bo telo pokazalo, kje je to jedro te energije, ki je najbolj intenzivna.
And don't try to look hard for it. Just feel the whole field of the energy, including the central part. And gradually it will just emerge and show itself to you.
Ne iskati tega najbolj intenzivnega dela, ampak samo si dovolj opazovati oziroma občutiti vso to energijo in postopno ti bo telo pokazalo, kje je tudi to jedro oziroma da boš na nek način lahko prepoznala, kje je najbolj intenzivno.
You're doing it right. Sometimes it just takes a little while and that's completely okay.
V bistvu delaš vse prav, včasih samo traja malo dlje časa.
Yeah.
To zaznaš in je to tudi čisto okay.
You have a whole lifetime of suppressing this feeling, so it's quite understandable.
V bistvu je celo življenje ta občutek zatirala na nek način, tako da je čisto razumljivo, da lahko traja nekoliko dlje.
V bistvu ne ta občutek strahu, moram zdaj.
V bistvu tam, kjer je ta energija tega najbolj intenzivna. Ta občutek pomanjkanja. Če boš imela kakšno vprašanje, če je karkoli nejasno, kar povej. I just told her that if she will have any questions or if there's something she doesn't understand, that she should just let us know.
Absolutely. Very good.
She can feel it in the chest area.
Okay, this is the place where the energy is the sort of origin point or source of the essence of that. Yeah, this is it, exactly that. Bring your awareness closer to that area.
Približaj svojo pozornost bližje temu delu, torej temu prsnemu delu, kjer čutiš.
And you'll notice that there's still a kind of field of energy there.
In opazila boš, da je tam eno tako polje energije.
And in the field, if you get close enough to it, you'll find again that there's a place where it feels stronger than elsewhere, typically right in the center.
In če si v bistvu dovolj še bolj približati temu delu, temu polju energije, boš opazila, da je v določenem delu tega polja energija še bolj intenzivna, običajno to je prav v sredini.
And if you get close enough to it, you'll feel that.
In če se dovolj temu približaš, boš to začutila.
Yeah?
Ti gre?
Ja, tako.
Yeah. Good. Very good. You're doing so good. This is really good. So now just let your awareness be focused right into the center of that strongest part of the sensation.
In zdaj samo dovolj svoje pozornosti, da je osredotočena prav v to jedro, prav v ta najbolj močen del te energije.
Okay, now, rather than cry, what I want you to do is focus your attention right into the center of the energy.
Bolj kot da jokaš je to, da samo ponovno usmeriš svojo pozornost nazaj.
By focusing on the strongest part is actually the safest place, strangely enough, to be.
Čeprav se sliši malo hecno, ampak če se osredotočiš na tisti del, kjer je energija najbolj močna, tam je najbolj varno biti.
Yeah, and you'll notice the moment you do that, you don't feel like crying.
In takoj, ko to narediš, v bistvu nimaš več te potrebe po joku.
It's amazing.
Je kar malo neverjetno.
There's nothing wrong with crying, but crying doesn't complete the energy that's held there.
Nič ni narobe z jokom, ampak jok ne razreši, ne dokonča te energije, ki je tam.
So make sure to keep your attention focused right into the center of the strongest area.
Tako da samo bodi pozorno na to, da ohranjaš svojo pozornost prav na tistem najbolj intenzivnem delu.
Yeah, this is a deep stress you've had your whole lifetime.
To je v bistvu res globoka energija nekega stresa, ki je stal že vse življenje.
But the need is just like with the other ones. The need is to complete the incomplete experience that's held there.
Ampak tisto, kar v bistvu želimo narediti, je zaključiti tudi v bistvu ta želja oziroma ta potreba, ki jo imamo, da bi skozi nekaj imeli, je prav v jedru te nedokončane izkušnje, ki jo želimo zaključiti.
Now, if it still feels too strong, like it's going to overwhelm you, just back up a little bit so you're not quite so close to it.
Če imaš še vedno občutek, kot da bi te ta energija na nek način prevzela, preplavila čist, samo svojo pozornostjo se malo odmakneš stran.
Adjust the distance and get it just right so you can really feel it, but it's not overwhelming.
V bistvu prilagajaš to, kako blizu si svojo pozornostjo, temu najbolj intenzivnemu delu, to, da jo v bistvu lahko občutiš, ampak hkrati, da te ne preplavi. Ti bom dala ročko.
Yeah, Petra's ready. She had the Kleenex ready.
Experiences.
Yeah, yeah. Polona, you're doing so good. So notice how, as long as you keep your attention right into the center of the strongest area, then you're not getting sucked into the energy and overwhelmed by it.
Opazuj, kako v bistvu dokler ohranjaš svojo pozornost na tem najbolj intenzivnem delu, to v bistvu ne posrka energija vase.
Instead, you're getting on with what the body needs you to do, which is to complete the incomplete experience that's held there.
Namesto tega v bistvu delaš prav to, kar telo na nek način potrebuje od tebe, da opazuješ to energijo te nedokončane izkušnje in jo s tem zaključuješ.
So now that we have the energy and you're not being overwhelmed by it, you got the right distance, now we can proceed just like we did before and gradually get closer as the energy softens.
V bistvu zdaj, ko si na nek način našla tisto optimalno razdaljo, katero to energijo opazuješ, torej to jedro, to najbolj intenzivni del, lahko nadaljujemo tako, kot smo prej, in ko se začne energija zmanjševati, ko postaja vedno manj intenzivna, zopet svojo pozornost bolj približaš temu delu še, ki ostaja.
Very, very good. And so now we just continue in the same way, gradually getting closer as it gets softer.
In samo nadaljuješ na ta način, postopno se približuješ tej energiji oziroma najbolj intenzivnemu delu, s tem, ko se ta energija zmanjšuje, se spet postopno približaš in opazuješ.
And you can see we're doing the exact opposite of what you've been doing your whole life.
In boš opazila ob tem, da v bistvu delamo ravno nasprotno, oziroma delaš zdaj ravno nasprotno od tega, kar si običajno v življenju počela.
And this is true for everyone. We get deeply conditioned to avoid the pain, and what's needed is actually to fully experience it.
In to je v bistvu na nek način vsi to počnemo, ne? Smo tako na nek način ta pogojni odziv, če lahko tako rečem, da bežimo stran od te energije oziroma teh občutkov, je res globoko zakoreninjen v nas, medtem ko je tisto, kar je optimalno narediti, to, da si to dovoljno občutiti.
And you just keep going. When all the energy is gone, you can open your eyes. You take all the time you need. There's no rush.
Samo nadaljuj na ta način, da se pravi se približaš svojo pozornostjo. Takrat, ko se energija začne zmanjševati. Samo nadaljuj, dokler v bistvu ne bo nič več energije ostalo, takrat lahko odpreš oči, ti pa kar vzemi čas, to, kot ga rabiš, nič se ti ne modi.
So remember to keep getting closer immediately when it softens.
Samo bodi pozorna na to, da takoj, ko se energija začne zmanjševati, torej, ko je manjša intenzivnost, da takoj spet se svojo pozornostjo približaš tistemu delu, ki še ostaja.
Yeah, we're not trying to make it go away, but we do want to be as efficient as possible.
Ni, da bi zdaj hotel na nek način čist zbrisati, ampak hočeš pa v bistvu to, da si to, kar si lahko res učinkovita v tem opazovanju.
Very good. Polona is clearly quite bright. She gets it.
Pravi, da si pametna punca, ker si dojela, kaj je tisto, kar je v bistvu.
Doing really great. You know, it's amazing. You feel this stuff and you realize it's not so difficult. It's really not so bad. It doesn't kill you to do it.
V bistvu, ko začneš ti to izvajati, vidiš, da sploh ni tako slabo, ne? Da ni tako težko to narediti, da ni nič takega, kar bi bilo na nek način ogrožujoče.
Yeah, it's just a sensation. You can do it.
Je samo občutek in lahko to naredimo, da ga opazimo in razrešimo.
Yeah, just nobody ever showed you because they didn't know.
Gre samo za to, da v bistvu nam še nikoli nihče tega pokazal, ker niso vedeli kako.
But now we know.
Ampak zdaj vem.
Might have just completed.
Mogoče si že ga razrešila?
Saj bo še, ampak kako so me zdaj v eni točki notrne. Ne moram pisati.
She says it's better, but she feels that there's one place that she can't complete it.
Okay. So don't try hard to complete that.
Ne se truditi, da bi to zaključila.
Sometimes when there's been this kind of stress held in the body for a long time like this, pretty much your whole life.
Kadar je recimo ta stres v nas že res do v bistvu skoraj celo življenje.
When all the energy that needs to be felt and completed is gone, you may still feel some kind of sensation in the area.
Se lahko zgodi, da tudi takrat, ko že vso energijo razrešimo, še en delček neprijetnega čustva oziroma občutka ostaja.
You know, it's a little bit like if you get a cramp in a muscle, after the cramp is gone, there's still a feeling there, some kind of tension that's in the process. The muscles are kind of releasing and unwinding.
Tako kot recimo, če te zagrabi krč, veš, kad dobiš v mišici krč, v bistvu tudi potem, ko že krč popustiš, še vedno imaš ta občutek, neka napetost, tam, ko se mišice.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, sure.
Yeah,
so
she knows.
I'm just checking. This is what's happening in this case. Yeah, you don't have to feel it more. This energy is gone. This is just the body's, it's kind of like there's a hole there where the energy was, and it just has to kind of release itself and integrate, and this will happen over the coming hours, no problem.
Pravi, da ne rabiš več v bistvu tega občutka opazovati, da lahko upreš oči.
Yeah, so that one is done. Good job, Polona. You're doing so good.
Okay.
Okay, now we only have one more. And if you're up for it, we're going to persist and really clean this out so that this issue is finished.
Še en občutek je, ena energija še, in če si za, bi on predlaga, da pač vztrajamo in zaključimo to tako, kot je treba.
Then you can meet Mr. Right.
Potem boš lahko spoznala tistega, da pravi.
Upam.
So we go for it, huh? We go for it. Okay, so this last stress is the stress of the disappointment, frustration, sadness, all that kind of stuff from it not working out with your husband and it not working out with this other guy. It's like there's still some residue of discomfort feeling about, it didn't work.
V bistvu en delček je energije še, ki je v tem smislu tako mešanca frustracije, razočaranja, žalosti, v misli na to, da v bistvu se obe zvezi nista išle, no, tako v tem smislu kot...
Can even have a kind of feeling of what's wrong with me? Why can't I have it work?
Mogoče celo en delček tega razmišljanja, kaj narobe z mano, zakaj ne rata, zakaj mi ne rata.
So it's that energy, okay?
To je ta energija, ki še bomo razrešili.
Yeah, we want to get, this is the last chunk, we want to get rid of this too.
To je zadnje.
Okay, good. So this will be easy to find if you close your eyes and go back into the quietness, which is getting easier to do. Then once you feel the quietness, you can just tell the body, okay, body, show me this last energy. We don't even have to name it. We know what it is. It's this sadness, frustration, disappointment, self-doubt. It's a whole mixture of feelings, but it's kind of one energy.
V bistvu samo greš v tišino spet, zdaj ti je to že lažje in samo svojemu telesu povej, da ti pokaže še kje je ta zadnja energija, niti jo ne rabiš poimenovati, se na nek način se vidi, to neko razočaranje, dvom, vase lahko tudi neka žalost in samo opazuj, kje ti bo telo pokazalo, da se ta energija še skriva oziroma nahaja.
So when you have a sense of the quietness, just tell the body, okay, body, I'm ready to feel it. Show me that energy.
Ko boš imela ta občutek tej tišine, ko jo boš lahko zaznala, samo povej svojemu telesu, ok, telo, jaz sem zdaj pripravljena, pokaži mi, kje je ta energija še zelo občutna.
Find something?
Lahko kje karkoli zaznaš?
Ne vem, mogoče malo tukaj gor.
Yeah, in the chest. Yep, that's the one.
Ja, to je to.
Ja.
Yeah, that's it. So now get as close to it as you can without it being overwhelming and focus on the central, strongest part of the energy, just like before.
V bistvu tudi zdaj se približaj tej energiji to, kot lahko. Ne, da te posrka vase, ampak da jo lahko opazuješ in začutiš in jo opazuj, torej tistemu delu, kjer je energija najbolj intenzivna.
And you're starting to get the feel for how to do this. So you know what to do, just get closer as it gets softer.
In v bistvu zdaj že na nek način veš, kako, v bistvu kakšen je ta postopek in samo ko boš zaznala, to se pravi, se približaš temu delu energije najmočnejšemu in opazuješ.
And just keep going until there's nothing.
In samo nadaljuješ, to se pravi, ko postaja manj intenzivna energija, se spet približaš in samo nadaljuješ, dokler v bistvu ne vidiš.
Yeah, she knows what to do now. This is good. How's it going?
She thinks she's completed it.
Okay, let's test.
Zaključila, da je še kaj.
This one is completed. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's still some more energy that would interfere with Polona being able to step into the reality of her intention to be happy and to be in a loving relationship. No, we got it all.
Ni ničesar več, kar bi te omejevalo, da ne bi mogli...
Fantastic. Great job.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to retest your intention statement. So, Petra, you can have her say, I'm happy and I have an ideal loving relationship with an ideal man.
Okay, I do it with the arm, right?
Yes.
Okay, da bo spet testirane. Zdaj boš rekla, to se pravi, sem srečna in imam idealno partnersko razmerje z idealnim moškim. Pa kar me isto trdno roko, tako kot prej, ko si imela.
Hold strong now.
Sem srečna in imam idealnega partnerja.
Okay, strong. Very good. Very, very good. You did a wonderful job. So your experience is going to be very different now. You used to be attracted to these guys who couldn't give you the love.
Zdaj si v bistvu privlačila moške, ki ti niso mogli znali dati te ljubezni, ki si jo želela.
now when you meet guys like that, you won't bother with them. You just, no, not this one.
Zdaj, ko boš take moške spoznala, se ne boš kaj dosti z njimi ukvarjala.
It will be very obvious to you. You'll really sense it.
Zelo jasno ti bo, da pač nimaš z njimi kaj početi.
And when you meet the right guy, you'll also sense it like, this guy could be it.
Tudi, ko boš spoznala tistega pravega, boš lahko na nek način intuitivno začutila. Ta zna biti.
And you don't have to worry. You're a young, beautiful woman. You will attract the right guy.
Ne moraš skrbeti, si mlada, privlačna in boš našla nekoga.
And you see, now you have the essential ingredient for making it work, which is your energy is okay now.
V bistvu tvoja energija je zdaj okej, a ne, mislim, to je tisto osnovno, ki je bilo namen narediti.
I will show you. Petra, I want you to muscle test her for something with the arm again.
Okay.
Please say, I'm whole and complete.
Sem popolna in celovita.
Sem popolna in celovita.
Hold strong. You see, you don't need to look outside yourself to get something. It never worked anyway.
Ne rabiš več zunaj iskati nekoga ali nekaj, da ti da, nekaj, da boš ti cela, ker v bistvu nikoli ni to delovalo, niti nikoli nisi tega rabila.
This is called love without attachment.
Temu se reče ljubezen brez navezanosti.
It's the only real kind of love there is.
In to je prava ljubezen.
And when it happens, you will know.
In ko se bo zgodila, boš vedela.
Ja, okay.
Okay. So nice to meet you. Thank you so much for volunteering.
Hvala, da si bila.
You did a great job of following the directions very well, doing the techniques well.
Super ti je šlo, si lepo sledila navodilom, tudi lepo si delala tehnike. Odlično.
Now, this doesn't fix every problem in your life.
To ne odstrani vseh problemov.
I understand.
But you're in good luck because you have Petra there.
Ampak imaš srečo, kot sem jaz.
Yes.
So when you need something else, you can see her and she can do a great job.
Yes, I know.
So nice to meet you, Polona.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
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 Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
Bye-bye.